Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming!
Welcome back to the MVPs podcast. I'm your host, the King, joined by Frank. Kudo is not here. Yeah, I know Kudo ain't here again. Listen, he got things to do, man. He gon' listen. When the time is right, we'll just like set this all up in motion, you know, for all three of us just to link like the Shield. There we go. Like the Shield. He'll probably be here for the next one. But for now, we will be giving you guys the post WrestleMania review for Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, all in one. We're gonna try to make it cause don't forget, the week after Mania is usually like our time for debuts and like big surprises and all that bunched into one. So we're gonna give you a conglomerate of information and wisdom on what we think will happen next and what's on the chopping block for the pay-per-views to come. So first, we're gonna start out with Monday Night Raw, where we open the show with, unfortunately, Cody Rhodes, our new undisputed Universal Champion. Now, I'm gonna let you cut your promo on that because I don't want to say too much on that.
It happened. It was bound to happen. I think a lot of people might have been in denial that it was happening, but it was happening. Roman needs some time off, so he can get his time off. And people bitch, moan, complain, and whine until Cody got to finish the story. Now they get to watch him be boring for 6 to 9 months before he drops the title and fades back to obscurity because he's not really that guy. People are more interested in him finishing the story than they are in him as a character. The whole finish the story gimmick was literally him finishing somebody else's story. What the fuck is his? He doesn't have one. But I digress. But yeah, he finished the story. He came out corny as hell as usual, and then does the weirdest, dumbest thing that you could possibly do. So you just spent essentially for the better part of a year and a half battling Roman Reigns and his family to get the belt from them. And the first thing you do as champion is to hand it to one of them because they asked, could they see it? That is the dumbest I've ever seen. It's like, let me see. Can I see the title? Yeah, sure. Can I see yours? First of all, hey yo. Secondly, what do you want to see his title for? It's not even real. He's literally just carrying it just to be carrying it. And yet you give your top title that you just won less than 24 hours prior, you just hand it right on over. Like, Cody is a gump, bro. And it's, oh my gosh. But whatever. People got what they wanted. Now we get to all be bored for the next 6 to 9 months. I hope people are freaking happy he finished his story.
Exactly. It's like this man really came out there and was like, hey, yo, I'm going to just hand this belt over to this guy. The guy that, not listen, if this was a Roman that said let him hold the belt for the low, it'd still be bad, but I'd be like, you know what? All right, who cares? We getting that out the way. The Rock beat you down in the rain, left you bloody, and say he's gonna take all that blood and take your mom's tears and put it on a belt. And you was just like, yeah,
And
man.
then he did it. And then he did it. Like he literally beat blood from you, wiped the blood on the belt, then beat you and your homeboy's ass again. Like, bro, he kept putting hands on you. And then he said, "Can he hold the belt?" And you just hand it over to him. Like, I'm like, are they intentionally trying to make this dude look like a fucking goober? That was completely and totally moronic. Like, no, I'm not giving you the belt. Get the fuck out of here. Then they had something where at the end, as The Rock goes to leave the ring, he hands Cody something. We in the chat we said some things of what it possibly could be that we're not going to share here. You heard what I think it
Oh no,
was.
no. We can share that. We can share that one. We can share that. We can share that. Yeah, we can say that
Like, but either way, I'm like, what is? I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? But I digress. I don't know what the next segment was after this. I don't.
one. We gonna be real with
Raw
y'all.
Raw wasn't as good as SmackDown.
Yeah, yeah. We went into this new era. Raw was still boring as hell, but I'll tell you this, okay? Listen. The main important thing, honestly, on this show was the main event. Okay, Fatal 4 match. Winner gets their future title shot at the World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. And in that Fatal 4 match was Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, and who else? Was it Bronson Reed?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Glad I remember those names. Now, those four names that were chosen, honestly, they're probably your best bets going forward as like top guys for either roster, whether it be SmackDown or Raw. They're technically your best bets as of right now, because they've been pushing Ricochet, they've been pushing Bronson, and Drew. We already know what Drew's been doing. He's been over as hell, and Jay, you just keep skyrocketing. Let me try to think what else happened on this show that was important. Damian Priest, yeah, Judgment Day. The Judgment Day had their celebration segment. R-Truth came out there with his belt. This nigga still
That's
think he
part of
part of
Judgment Day. He got to wrestle with his childhood idol.
He did. We had the John Cena pull up where he wrestled. Yeah, yeah.
His childhood idol, who he happens to be older than.
Hey man, listen. For
Bro,
those
R-Truth
who ain't
calling
see it,
John Cena his childhood idol. That's like that's like me calling Justin Jefferson my childhood idol. I'm like 10 years older than him. Like that's crazy, bro.
hey, for those who ain't watch, years ago, they probably just think, all right, Truth debuted in like what, '08 or something like that. They probably think this nigga young.
Man, Truth debuted in the Attitude Era. Truth was tag team partners with Road Dogg.
Truth dapped up Tupac.
They have a picture together. Our Truth was grown when Tupac was still alive. To put that in perspective, when Tupac died, I was 7. And I'm 35.
Oh
And
man.
the fact that Truth met him as an adult but called John Cena his childhood friend is hilarious. His childhood role model.
Let's see. Oh yes. Sammy and Gable had a tag team match against Imperium. Uh, I believe, if I remember correctly, Sammy and Gable won, and they're gonna run a Sammy versus Gable IC match next week on Raw. So, guess that's something to look forward to.
I guess. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just something I'm not getting. But Sami Zayn and Chad Gable are about the two of them to me are about as exciting as watching paint dry. Like, they don't do anything to move the needle for me. Like, I just don't find either person really that entertaining. Like, I know a lot of people got behind Sammy with the whole bloodline thing, but it's just like I didn't even like him in that. I didn't like any of that. Like that, I wasn't a fan of that at all. Sammy is boring to me. I've never been that impressed or overly thrilled with Sami Zayn. Like, so I just don't get anything behind Sammy. And then with Chad Gable, it's just like this is just Timu Kurt Angle. I'm definitely unimpressed with him.
Son, Team with Kurt Angle is crazy, bro.
I mean, that's what he is.
I personally, again, y'all already know my opinions on Sammy winning that match against Goon. I think, well, I wanted Goon to win. I was fine with Sammy winning, but it's like it was the way how he won is what I had a problem with. Um, so I mean, going forward, like I assume personally that they wouldn't end that match with Gable clean with a clean finish, because if Gable just like, all right, bro, Gable loses, it's kind of like, where does that take him? Are you just gonna be like, all right, bro, you just can't beat nobody, and we're gonna have to just draft you somewhere else?
Probably that's what they should do too.
That's tough.
I think sometimes people just get attached to guys and they think, well, you should do this and with them and push them to this point. It's just like sometimes you got to see the writing on the wall, bro. And some of these guys just they don't have it. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Either you have it or you don't, and they're just not those type of guys. Like
I don't
Sammy
know.
and Sammy and what's what's the
Chad Gable.
little big head dude? Yeah, Chad Gable.
I think you got something though with Chad though. I think if they separate him from Otis and Tozawa and Maxine, and they actually like let him, I don't know, be serious. Get some.
And if they let him be serious, he still won't be taken serious. He's just not. He's just. Nothing about that dude seems believable. Like
Really?
I no,
I
to
don't know.
me, he has always seemed and looked like a cornball. Like I don't understand what people. I don't get what people see in this dude at all. I'm like, he's a jobber. Like at this point, a glorified jobber, but he's a jobber nonetheless. Like I mean, that's how I feel about Sammy too. But apparently, other people see more in him. I don't know. I'm just not impressed with either dude. I'm like, I don't get the point of either guy other than, hey, I'm a wrestler. Look at me go. Like, I don't understand. Like, to build sympathy for these guys, like they do the whole, look, I have a family. Most of the fucking people in this company do. Whoop de fucking do. You're no more special than they are. It's guys who have the same thing, wives and children, and yet they're way bigger deals than you. Like, add something else to your character other than, hey, I wrestled in school and I have a wife and kid. Who gives a fuck, Chad Gable? What else is there to you
He's an
other
Olympic
than
gold medalist.
again, other than you being Timu again, Timu Kurt Angle? You're telling me something about? You making something a part of your personality that somebody has already done. I don't care. This story has been done before. This character has been done before. That's part of the reason. That's one of the main reasons I don't care about this dude. I'm like, bro, you're just a weaker version of somebody I've already seen. Do something else.
So what should Chad do to bring him to like to that point? What can what should he do to elevate himself?
I mean, in all honesty, I don't know if he can elevate himself because I mean, he's never going to be anything more than a mid card guy. That's for sure.
Well, mid card is
He
fine.
might get a he may or may not get a mid card title. I think again, this goes back to what I was saying before. I think a lot of people just see these people at higher points for these people than they really are. Like a lot of these guys in this company who people have high hopes for are really just mid carders masquerading as upper mid card, and main event guys. Like a lot of these guys in positions they really just don't belong. They can't hang. They don't have as a heel or a face. You have to have some sort of charisma, and so many of these people lack that shit. Roman is charismatic. To some people, Cody Rhodes is as well. Like Brock, who else? Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. These people have charisma, whether it be as heels or as faces. They have charisma. They have shit that draws you to them. Even Jay Uso to a lesser degree. Like there's something there that can get you invested in them, whether they be a good guy or a bad guy. Hell, even Jimmy Uso. Like Sami Zayn and Chad Gable to me might as well be two slices of bread wrestling. I don't give a fuck
With
with
butter or without
nothing
butter?
on this. Nothing, just straight out of the fucking, straight out of the bag.
Man.
No type of heat, toast, butter, no condiments, no accoutrement, nothing. Just two slices of plain ass bread
With the crust on?
with the crust still on. Like,
Oh
bro,
man. That's
there's nothing to these dudes, bro. And it's just like, what are we doing here? Like, there's so many people who just have charisma, and it's like it's easy to get behind them or root against them. And these dudes are just like, I don't care. I don't care to root for them or against them. I just don't care. Like anytime I see one of them on TV, I'm just like, why are you here? Why are you here? Like seriously, why are you here?
I will agree that yes, the I got a family and I got kids on some Heath Slater has been run through many of the superstars on this roster. But I I don't know. It's weird. So like Sami Zayn, he's like the underdog guy. You know, that's his thing. I didn't like the way he won against Goon because I didn't really feel underdogish. It felt more superish towards the end. But like Sammy has the underdog vibe. It's been staying since NXT, since part of the Indies, and you know it's what I would say gravitates people towards him. Gable, yes, he is definitely Timu Kurt Angle, and he definitely should find something to, I don't know, add to his. Maybe that's why Vince say he's Shorty G. It's disgusting, but maybe that's why Vince was like, "Hey, yo, this is you, and you're not Kurt." Instead, and tried to do something with that, but it just wasn't it. So I mean, if he's got to be Timu Kurt, then I'm gonna be he might be Timu Kurt because I ain't got nothing else for him.
And that's the problem. I don't think anybody else does, including himself. Like, bro, find a way to reinvent yourself, bro. Like, I think a lot of they lack imagination, and then like at some point you just got to try some shit and then fully commit to that shit. Like Rest in peace to him. That's what made Bray Wyatt so great because whatever Bray was getting into, he leaned into that shit wholeheartedly, 100%. Whether people loved it or hated, he was all in on it. And I think that's a problem with a lot of these people. They lack imagination and creativity. And then if they do get something, they haphazardly step into the gimmick. They, you know, cautiously teeter around like, should I fully commit? No, lean into that shit. This is your livelihood. This is what you chose to do for a living. Fully commit to that shit. And then if it doesn't work, yeah, it sucks, but so be it. Find something else and make that shit work. The way you stay relevant in wrestling is is finding ways to reinvent yourself once something has run its course. Add shit to it. Undertaker was the dead man for years. Next thing you know, this nigga came back on a motorcycle with a bandana and a trench coat. We didn't know who the fuck this nigga was. But then again, he leaned into that shit so heavy, we was like, this shit fire. Undertaker as a big ass biker? Yeah, I'm for this. Side note, Big Evil was better than the Dead Man. You can kiss my ass if you disagree. I don't care.
I don't.
He was flat out better. He had better matches. The character was dope. He had better matches then. He seemed more like a badass, even though he was already one. He seemed even more so like one. Big
Nah,
Evil
I'm
Undertaker
sticking
was
with it. I'm sticking with the dead
freaking
man.
awesome. The Dead Man is corny after a while. I'm gonna take Big Evil all day, every day.
I
If
respect
you
it
put
though.
them
I
in a
respect
match,
it though. Big Evil was great. I respect it.
you put them in a match together. Big Evil whooping the Dead Man's ass.
I might have to run that in 2K and see what happens. But I do get
But
your point
yeah,
though. Yeah, it's they gotta. You throw Ricochet in that pool. When he was Prince Puma, this nigga was a god in Lucha Underground.
they just got to fully commit. Put this nigga back in a mask. Just go ahead and put the mask on him, bro.
Yeah, man. Give him the mask and the deadline on his head. Yeah, man. He'll sell millions. I'll
Let's
tell you
go
that.
ahead. Let's go ahead and bring it back. Somebody, you want to sell some merch? You want a Rey Mysterio replacement? There you go, right there. He just ain't got the fucking mask on. Kids will eat that Prince Puma shit up. The only reason I think he can't do it though is because of Lucha Underground. I feel like maybe they got uh like since I'm certain they control the IP, Prince Puma's a part of that, so he can't legally use that character.
That's all right. We'll come up with a new animal. Whether he Prince Puma, Prince Lion, Prince Nana, it don't matter. We gonna slap a mask on this nigga, and we gonna listen. We gonna keep pushing. Whatever gets you over, sir. Whatever gets you over. Because a push can only go so far before they give you a mic in front of a main eventer, and you like, oh snap, this ain't working.
They're letting me talk? No.
Like when that aura that ain't there, they gonna be like, oh snap, never mind, we was wrong.
In his defense, they could do that for damn near everybody.
Slap a mask on them or say they ain't got no aura.
Say they don't have an aura. Most of the people in most of the people in WWE don't really have an aura to them. It's a select few. The rest of them, they're just bodies at this point.
Kind of sucks. But main event time. Jey Uso, Ricochet, Bronson, and Drew Mackey. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
being. Oh, I'm gonna let you go.
it was a pretty decent. It's pretty decent main event, and I was a fan of who won the match. It was kind of to me anyway. It was kind of evident on who had to win because it was just like Drew got shit going on already, so he not gonna win, which was evident by the finish of the match. And then it's just like they're definitely not putting Bronson Reed or Ricochet in no championship match. So it's just like that only leaves you Jay Uso. So yeah,
Yes, sir. Shout out to my nigga Jay Uso. We're gonna get Jay Uso and Damian Priest. Uh, is that gonna be a backlash?
Jay Uso and Damian Priest, I believe, is at Backlash. I think that's what they said. Yeah, I I know Cody's match will be versus the winner of LA Knight and somebody else. I can't remember. I drew a blank right now, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Jey Uso got the dub big time due to Drew McIntyre going for the finish, and one Phil Brooks decides no, we're not doing it like this, and he cost Drew another opportunity as the champion or trying to get back to being champion.
It's been a great feud.
Great, absolutely great.
Like their match, gonna be some top tier stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a great time. The feud has been great. It's gonna be a good time.
But that was Monday Night Raw, y'all. Whatever was not mentioned, we gonna be honest with you. It's probably not important.
It was a couple debuts. That was really it. Not necessarily debuts. They brought out the NXT Women's and Men's Champions. Roxanne Perez, what extra small ass beat Indy Hartwell, and
I forgot about that.
the little Russian motherfucker beat
Oh yeah, my nigga Ilya.
he beat somebody.
Oh, he beat
He's another
Shinsuke. Yeah,
yeah. Two dudes that don't matter basically.
that's tough.
He's gonna be a mid carder too. But I digress.
Speaking of Ilya and Roxanne, on to NXT, where we start the show out with Roxanne Perez telling the folks she ain't need none of
Oh
y'all help.
boy.
She did this all on her own, and she reclaimed what was rightfully hers, the NXT Women's title. I just here's my thing. I like Roxanne, but we've said it already. She's all of like 4'11", and once she has to face like Rhea, Nia, Bianca, Jade, Naomi, yeah, she getting cleaned up.
Getting packed up immediately, bro.
Yeah,
Like I understand some of the women are small, but she's too small to seem like a believable threat. It's the same thing with Zelina Vega. Like they're both so extremely small. It's just like, how the fuck do I take them seriously as threats to these other women when they have nearly a whole foot of height advantage on them? Clearly, just overall bigger. Like even with the match with her against Indy Hartwell, half that match Indy spent on her knees. So she wouldn't be standing up and be basically towering over Roxanne, and then it just look as what it is anyway. Like basically, look as though it looks silly with her selling moves to this chick that's so much smaller than her, and she's not doing anything super overly devastating because it just looks crazy, bro. It just looks crazy.
it do.
But I
It
digress.
it do. I don't know what their plan is for that, honestly, because she's technically part of that future generation, but I don't think she's really gonna be able to do nothing if we're being real. Like Tiffany got something going on, and Lash Legend, and like I'm trying to think of some more women.
Jada Parker,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Jada Parker. Um.
Lola Vice.
Oh yeah. Lola Vice. There we go.
It's just none of them.
Shoot. I even
Nikita
added
Lyons, like
Gigi. She don't even be winning matches.
GG, Nikita Lyons,
Yeah, bro.
like who? It's impossible for her to seem like a threat to any of these ladies. Hell, even Bailey. Like when she's small enough to start making like Kyrie Sane would be.
Yeah. And she don't be doing. See, Kyrie saying at least, you know what I'm saying. Like her and Io, at least they be they got they. It's gonna sound racist. They got their Japanese tactics, skill set, all that. Like they just they they utilize.
Japanese tactics is crazy.
My bad. I ain't mean to say it like that. I ain't mean no harm or foul between y'all. I'm just saying y'all got the skill set to look like.
Well, the difference between damage control too, as far as not even it just being size, they're just overall better wrestlers than her. Like
Yeah, there you go.
even
See,
though
that's the real
like
needed.
let's not get it confused. Like obviously everybody hates how they're booked and how they have them looking goofy as hell right now, but all the bullshit aside, all of them are dominant as hell. Like Io, Oscar, and Kyrie, all former NXT Women's Champions. Like all of them, hell, all of them have been champion on the main roster. Well, except Kyrie. Like they're like that.
Yeah, Roxanne, you
They
just
really are
not
like
like that.
that. Even with them being small, she's not like that. She not only is she smaller, she don't have their skill nowhere near.
Roxanne, work on that skill. Maybe hit like a Houston hangover or a scissors kick or.
But like even with them being so small, they even with them being so small, it ain't even just about the skill. They're as small as they are, they still weighs like they're still bigger than Roxanne, which makes her being so much smaller even crazier.
And they work big, if that makes sense. Like they work like they make sure we're interfacing somebody large. They're also using every tactic in the book to make them small, if that makes sense. To make the other person small. Roxanne unfortunately does not do such a thing. So it just looks less credible. And speaking of less credible, out comes Lyra Valkyria to
Oh
confront
boy.
her to say, "Hey, I want my rematch tonight."
And to that we say, get the fuck out of here. Like, bitch, not only did you lose cleanly, you tapped out. Like, I've always been like this when it comes to wrestling. It's it's one thing to lose. It's a whole different ball game to when you tap out, bro. Like getting pinned, maybe they just got lucky, caught you lacking, got the 1, 2, 3 on you. All right, bet. But submitting is just like that's you literally giving up. Like they snatched the wheel from your ass. Like to me, that drops you much further down the list as far as even if you are the champion, as far as asking for a rematch. Like you don't just get to come in and demand a rematch. Like no, you lost, and not only did you lost, not only did you lose, you tapped out. Absolutely not. You're not finna get no title shot this soon.
Yeah, bro. At least pass out or something on some Cena.
Yeah, like I'm not tapping out. I'm gonna just you're gonna have to finish me off.
Hey, yo.
Also, I'm talking about women right now. What are you on, sir?
Hey, man. I'm talking about the things that came out your mouth. But we're going to let you finish, though. Pause. No Diddy.
That's crazy. But yeah, I'm not tapping out, bro. I don't understand that. And I get it. Sometimes that's just how it's booked. But even if you tap out, you don't get to come back to, oh, let me get a rematch. Nigga, you tapped out. Now, if you lost, not even whether it's by interference or losing cleanly, you get you a rematch. Of course, it got to be immediately. You don't just get to come back down the line and be like, hey, you cheated me a while ago. No, that's not how that works. You come get your little rematch, get packed up again, and then they move on to something else. Or perhaps you even win the title. But either way, losing by pinfall versus getting tapping out, it's way different when you tap out.
Yeah. That's why, even if it was set that way, hey, listen. You got a voice. You can audible and be like, hey, I'm going to just pass out. Now, you still winning. I'm just passing out. I ain't tapping out. But I digress into her stating that she wants her title shot with her arm in a sling. Then out comes Tatum Paxley, her deranged love sidekick, and yeah, her love sidekick decided to end their relationship by throwing her into some stairs. So I guess that love is gone. So guess we'll begin a match with these two niggas at some point. But yeah, Roxanne was like, I bet. Guess I ain't got no match tonight. And out comes Natalia, cause
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
hold on, let me fix that. Out comes Natalia. Yeah, there we go. Um,
Oh, Lord.
yeah, it just
Out comes Natalia. What are we doing here, bro?
hey man, young talent man.
And not only that, it's just that's not putting her over having her beat Natalia because Natalia don't matter for real, bro. Oh,
Yeah,
she's respected in the game. Yeah, that's cool, but when has she ever truly been a real threat to anybody? She ain't been in the title picture in years. She ain't barely been on TV.
nah, she be on TV, but it just be just to be there.
She be in catering
Shot to
when she is on
catering.
TV.
Shot to catering.
Natalia be Natalia be over by the tuna with Ricky
Son,
Starks, like when the superstars come walking in and they say, "Oh, Natalia's back there eating or just chilling."
son, being by the tuna is crazy, bro.
Yeah, she with Ricky Starks.
Shout out to my nigga Ricky Starks, by the way.
Bro, that's. I really don't have nothing for this match, bro. It
Yeah,
was.
man. Listen, yeah, listen, y'all, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. All right, they have their match, and Lola Vice interferes. I wish she didn't, honestly, because now that means that Natalia got to be here longer. But Lola Vice interferes. Shout out to Lola Vice, bro. Lola Vice, bro. Hey, man, listen, bro. If y'all ain't know it already, we just gonna give y'all the heads up again. Lola Vice is the future. Say it with me. Lola Vice is the future. Okay, just give y'all the heads up. So when it happens, y'all not like looking around like, where the hell Lola Vice came from? Nigga, we told you already. All right. Same thing with Tiffany. Told y'all about Tiffany. As soon as she debuted, told y'all about Tiffany. All right, and let y'all know up front. Hey, Tiffany, she the future. She the future, and she was, and she still is. Kind of. We'll
I
tell you
don't
what
even
happens
know how
later.
you could have been in denial about Tiffany. I was like, y'all don't see Charlotte Flair Jr. out here?
Yo, I can't wait for that match between her and Charlotte. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
That's gonna. Oh yeah, Bot City coming.
Nah, bro, they gonna tear the house down, bro. Tear the house down. That's what they're gonna
Yep. A house, ACL, whatever you want to call
do. Dear God. But yeah, Roxanne wins via Lola Vice interference, and then Lola Vice and Natalia fight backstage. So they're gonna have a feud or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of nasty, but it's all right. We'll get Lola Vice to get her up out of here and pack her up and send her back to TJ. TJ. What's that nigga name? TJ Kid? TJ Perkins? I don't know what that nigga name is. Send her back to TJ. All right. What else happened on this show? Obafemi, yes, the future of
it.
NXT.
Who?
M'Baku himself.
Who? Who?
He needs new music, by the way.
They just need to spice it up, jazz it up, add something to it.
Yeah, Def Rebel, bruh. I'm sick of y'all, bruh. I am sick of y'all, bruh. I'm sick of y'all. Triple H. I'm gonna make sure I hashtag you in this video. Triple H, for the love of God, please, 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 please get rid of Def Rebel. Bring back Jim Johnston. Cause bruh, these
Jim
songs,
Johnson, the CFOs,
yeah,
somebody,
anybody,
anybody but
bruh,
these
please,
niggas.
bruh. I can't do this, bruh. I can't. Bring in Diddy if you have to, bruh. I don't care, bruh.
Okay, hold up.
Listen,
Oh,
as long
hey, yo, hold on. Bring in Diddy. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, you need to cancel the pod. This nigga said, bring in Diddy. Come on, fam.
hey man,
For what?
as long as we get better music, man. As long as we get better music.
No, it's not no as long as nothing.
Oh
Nah, he
man.
trying to have you on some weird time, and you trying to have free calls for the Titantron. Nah,
Yo,
I'm
that'd be
good. I'm
crazy.
good on that.
Yo, New
Free calls on
Day's
the
Titantrons would
Titantron.
be
That's
crazy.
nasty work. Nah, we can't do that. We can't do those.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So that's definitely demon timing right there. Nah, we ain't on that.
You right, my bad.
But
We're bringing I don't care who we're bringing, bro. We're bringing anybody. As long as they can make music better than these niggas, cause they literally took away again, we'll say this on SmackDown, but they took away Braun Breaker's music and gave him some new music, bruh. They should just kept what he had, bruh. They should just kept what he had.
like, bro, they just keep giving everybody damn near the same music, and it's hilarious. Like, add a drum here, take a drum away there, add a piano with some guitar strings. Everybody got the same music, bro, and I'm sick of it.
Sons,
It's out of control.
I saw on Twitter so the things for the female musics that they be making, bruh. It's literally just they always say that they show 5 of them where they say their name in the beginning of it and they just play some random beat. They're like, it's Chelsea, drop a beat. They be like, it's Naomi, drop a beat. They be like, it's this person, drop a beat. It's Tiffany, it's drop a beat. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Bro, somebody finessed the hell out of that job, bro.
Yeah,
Terrible.
them niggas just straight up hitting garage band up like, yeah, bruh, here you go.
Hire me, bro, and just give me the ability to license some songs. Do what WCW did. WCW just remixed the shit out of very popular songs in the '90s and gave them to people as interest. Like nigga, NWO Hogan's music was literally just Voodoo Child with NWO placed all over it. They took Jimi Hendrix vocals and just basically kept the same thing. They did a little bit of switching and swapping, and that's what it is.
Exactly. Like, bruh, just
It's
please.
I remember when they did it with Diamond Dallas Page. DDP came out to Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, basically. That was his music in WCW.
Fire music.
Self high five. Dun, 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 dun. It was the same thing. It
Yeah.
was the same shit.
They gotta get these niggas up out of there. Like the same way they got Kevin Dunn up out of there, and you saw how the camera work, just been like A1. Like do the same,
Absolutely great.
do the same with these niggas. Get them out of there, bro. Jesus, but yes, um, Obafemi comes out there, tells it like it is, bro. He got both Briggs and Dijak up out the paint. He told y'all niggas already, this belt is his forever. Those were his words. Forever. You're not getting, nobody's getting this belt. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. All right. He even called out, this was like weeks ago, but he even said when Wes Lee come back with his bad knees or whatever, and he decides to show up, asking for a title shot probably. Like, that nigga getting up out of the paint too. And he will be. He out of the paint. It's too late for that nigga. Too late. So who's his next opponent? Out comes Ivar of the Viking Raiders in regular clothes. Ivar, never wear regular clothes again. Don't do it. Don't do it. You was looking crazy out there, bruh. You was looking
Looking
crazy. Like, insane. Like, wear your Viking outfit next time, bruh. You can't be out here in regular clothes, bruh. Don't do that, bruh. Don't do that, bruh. Don't do that.
Nah, my man was looking absolutely ridiculous. I was like, ain't no way in the hell he can ever wear regular clothes again.
Yeah,
You
but
a man of that you a man of that stature, bro. You gotta come out in a sweatsuit. I know it don't fit your whole aesthetic, or you just got to come out in your gear already. This was a crazy one. But needless to say, Ivar got to stand tall over Obafemi for a little second, give him a moment to shine because he get packed up too.
Ivar a nimble nigga, bruh. That nigga just be springboard and flying like,
Nah, I give him his credit. He athletic as hell for a build that's like that. Like
hey, where is
you
homie
don't
at, bruh?
expect. I was wondering that. I was like, where the hell is the other dude? Because This is what's annoying me. Like, bro, give them their original name back. Let's just go back to calling them War Machine.
Hold on, I'm trying to Google this
I'm
real
like,
quick.
is it like a Disney thing why they can't go by War Machine?
Um, I'm not sure because I feel like you could, because because they were the War Raiders in NXT. Hey, at least give them War Raiders back. Like Vince was like, nah, bro.
Give them give them War Machine back. War Machine was fine. I'm like, bro, like good riddance to Vince, bro, but like that's the shit I was talking about. Of all the good he did obviously a lot of terrible shit. But like just strictly on the wrestling shit, like unnecessarily changing people's names has got to be some of the most egregious shit he was doing. Just changing niggas' names for no apparent reason.
Yeah, Eric had a neck injury. He already had surgery in November of last year. Let's see, he had C6
Let
and
me guess.
neck fusion.
He hurt his neck wrestling. Uh, old buddy.
Are you talking about Rich, son?
He hurt his neck wrestling Ridge Holland too, didn't he?
I got zero clue. Let's see. Eric's last pro wrestling. That's crazy. That sounds crazy. Eric Rowan. That's crazy. Wait, Eric
Get
Rowan.
your shit together.
Hold on. It literally says Eric Rowan's. It says Eric
So his
Rowan's neck
last match
injury.
was
Hold on.
Jesus.
Why did they name him Eric Rowan? That's crazy. Um,
Yo, repackage him in real life is crazy.
so this is wild. All right, Eric's last pro wrestling match occurred on September 14th episode of WWE Main Event. That's disgusting. Yo, getting your last match on Main Event is crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Let's
He's
see.
not getting.
Eric and his partner Valhalla went to get stem cell therapy at Way Too Well
Oh,
Clinic in Austin, Texas. Oh wow, it's like right there. It's crazy, right down the street.
are they going to tell you how he got hurt?
No, they will not.
I bet you his last match was with Ridge Holland.
Hold on, let me look this up. Viking Raiders main event. Let me see this. Hold on. Let's go into the deep. We got to do a deep dive on this. Hold on. Eric is not wrestled since September 14th. Let's see. Main event. Okay. Right. I don't care about that. Tell me what happened to this nigga. Why they won't tell me who he faced on main event? Hold on. Eric, it's not wrestled September 14th. Taped on September 11th. Okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna Google this. Hold on. We gonna find this out. Main event, September 11th, 2023. All right, bet. Let's see this. Hold on. We might have something. Okay, main event results. Spoilers. September 11th, 2023 tapings. Let's scroll through here. Okay, so it says the Viking Raiders defeated Cedric and Shelton. So I assume that he got injured during the match between Cedric and Shelton.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, at least we got that information. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Cedric.
yeah, pretty much. It was
But
definitely him.
but Ivar has been getting, his singles run going, and it's been nice. So him and Obafemi are gonna have what's that thing Rusev be saying? Not Rusev. Big E be saying?
Say what now?
Big meaty man slapping meat. No diddy.
Hey, yo.
That's yeah. So we gonna get some of that with Ivar and Oba. They're gonna get lit. So shout out to them. Tag team match. So Axiom and Nathan Frazier at the pay per view lost to the Wolf Dogs, and they showed footage from NXT Anonymous, whoever the hell that is. They showed them backstage angry that they lost, and Ava decided to be like, "All right, y'all get one last shot at it at these tag titles," and they have their match with the War Dogs. It's another great match. Honestly, as much as I hate this nigga Nathan Frazier, because Axiom, I actually mess with him, but I hate the other nigga. I hate Nathan Frazier. I just hate that nigga, bro. And the War Dogs, great tag team, by the way. Like, Baron Corbin and LeBron are like, they just, for some reason, meshed really well together. But unfortunately, after this great match, the War Dogs lost to Axiom and Nathan Frazier via the Golden Ratio and the Phoenix Splash. So, our new NXT Tag Team Champions, Axiom, Nathan Frazier. Hopefully, they get a name or something, I guess. Yeah. Uh, but as they celebrate, the celebration lasts for all of like maybe 3 seconds because they get stomped out by AOP. So, them belts gonna be gone in like, give it like 2 more weeks. Them belts gone. I'm sorry to tell y'all, bro.
Oh, for sure. They snatching them motherfuckers off of them
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. AOP taking them belts back. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. If y'all were fans of these niggas, too bad, because AOP, they're reclaiming what's theirs. Karen Cross is also there too with Scarlett. I don't know if Karen Cross is gonna come to NXT too, or I don't know what the deal is there. Honestly, low key, low key though, low key, like low key. That's kind of where he worked best. It's like ever since he came to Raw and SmackDown, he ain't really been doing much. Now, I don't want to blame Vince for the first part, but I kind of have to because that first part when he brought that nigga up in like some gladiator uniform and then he got rolled up by Jeff Hardy, I was confused as hell. So, yeah, just honestly, bring that nigga back to NXT, have him shave his head, and like let's do a reset, man. Reset. Give us old Karen Cross with AOP, and let's start something back again.
And he, I don't know if he need a hard reset or need to be back in NXT, but I know losing at WrestleMania didn't help him at all. But I wouldn't necessarily be done with him. I think they didn't want. I feel like they didn't want to really put Bobby them down just yet because of the reaction they get. So that's why, because even though Karrion Cross seems interesting to a degree, it's just like he's not getting much of a reaction on like in the arenas, at least from what I've seen. Like like bro, he don't really get booed, he don't get cheered, he just don't get any type of reaction, and no reaction is a bad reaction in wrestling. Um, I think they just got to push the envelope with him and try to get some real heat. I think if once they do that, they'll be fine.
Yeah, man, he gotta go back to his old self, bro. Cause like this nigga used to be snatching niggas up by their waist backstage. What they do, like, bro, when he first pulled up on Champa, where Champa used to be in he's sitting in his chair talking to a phone on the ground or something. Like, bro, when he first pulled up and snatched this nigga up from his chair, oh my god, bro, it was good, bro. They need to start letting this nigga just beating niggas down, bro. Let him get in his bag. He was Killer Cross for a reason, bro. Let him get in his bag, bro. First, he got to cut that hair, but let him get in his bag.
I don't even mind the hair. It's just they got to let him really go off and like really let him get some freaking heat.
Yeah, let
First
him
things
beat them
first,
people
they need
down.
to do is what I would do is I would book Akam and Rezer as I would book them way more like brutal as far as they beat downs and like really just be really truly fucking people up. I book Karrion Cross more brutal. As far as Scarlett, you got her there looking nice. They don't need Paul Ellering. I don't even know why he's there.
He there for a check, bro. Let him get his check.
Yeah, I get all that, but they don't need him. That group doesn't need him, and him being there is just weird.
Yeah, no, he can go manage somebody else. Honestly, he kind of they don't really need to manage because Karen Cross can talk for him. So send Paul to manage somebody else. Yeah, they need to start beating niggas till they bleed. Cause yeah, we need some violence. So yeah, when they face
See some real violence and some real intensity.
Axiom and Nathan Frazier, like they need to make both them niggas bleed. They need to rip Axiom mask in half and get him looking like Ray when like Eddie like dropped him on top of his head. Yeah, we need to get to that. That's what they need to look like by the end of the match.
No, for real. No.
Main event though, that was actually was a tag team match, but the real main event was Trick Willie, Trick Williams, top babyface, the future. Just gonna give y'all this heads up right now, alright? I give y'all a bunch of heads up, but let's give you another one, alright? No matter what roster this nigga Trick Williams going on, say goodbye. Coming for them belts.
Uh, Trick's definitely a superstar in the making. He's definitely a superstar in the making.
My guy Trick comes out here, tells out how it is. His title, not title match, his future title match is gonna come in, but has his match with Melo. That match definitely, again, as stated, needed another 10 minutes, but you know, what can you do? It's already gone. But hey, still a good match nonetheless. Trick gets the dub, and now he's moving on to bigger and better things. More specifically, finishing his story, the true story of Trick Williams versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title. Trick challenges Ilya and says, "Hey man, I'm bout it now. Give me my title shot." And Ilya's like, "Nah, bruh, you good. You don't need that. I already beat you, bruh." And Trick's like, "Nah, bruh. Sir, to be fair, I kind of got hold in that match with Melo." Ilya eventually caves in. It's like, all right, fine. You will get a title shot. But before they can even like shake hands, out comes the light skinned nigga with the chop block.
And his light skinned ass feelings
Yo, dude just angry, bruh.
taking Trick and Ilya out just to announce that they have a steel cage match. Man, listen. First of all, the match is going to be good. I do believe that. I think this is Trick's swan song to NXT. Not Trick, Carmelo's swan song to NXT. I mean, he ain't got nothing else to prove. He just basically making sure his boy get over before he did. Uh, it's gonna be a good match next week on NXT, the cage match. Trick gonna win, and then Trick gonna go on to take on Ilya for that NXT title, where he will become NXT champion.
Mm hmm. 1000%. 1000%. I'm ready for it. All right, now on to Friday Night SmackDown, where we open the show with Cody Rhodes. Just one more time for the people. Yeah, like
I'll take this one. Yeah, so we open SmackDown with Cody Rhodes, and he cuts a weak ass promo and decides to quote his wife, who's even somehow if it's possible, even worse at cutting promos than Cody. And it was the weirdest, most awkward, just overall corniest shit imaginable. Just super, super gump like. It just made it's like, are y'all trying to get people to stop liking this dude like immediately? But the whole purpose of him being out there is, I guess, talking about the matches that were going to be held to determine who's going to face him at Backlash. And then he disappeared without wrestling, kind of like, same one y'all was complaining about that had the title last. But I digress. I digress.
yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about this segment. F Cody. All right, on to the next segment. More important stuff. Okay, later on tonight we will have two triple threat matches to decide the future challenger for the undisputed Universal title. In these triple threat matches contain AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, and who was the third?
AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, and Kevin Owens.
There we go. And in another triple threat match, we got LA Knight. Dear God. I'm trying to think of these other two names. LA Knight, the wow, who are our main eventers? Bobby
I
Lashley.
thought,
There we go. And Santos Escobar. There we go. All right. Whew, just had to find it. Sometimes you gotta remember your top stars in this company. And yeah, before we get to those triple threat matches, though, we will start with probably the important segment, or most important one of the night. Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso come out to the ring, where Paul explains what happened to our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, at Mania. And Roman has stated that he does not blame any of the individuals that interfered in that match. Okay, so we're not gonna throw dirt on Cena or Taker or Jay. I mean, you can a little bit, but you know. But yeah, he's not throwing dirt on their name. But he has stated that failure brings consequences. Very key words here. Failure brings consequences. So what does Solo say to Paul? The same thing. Failure brings. Oh wait, hold on. Let's pause your statement there, Solo. Okay, Solo, you've been like 0-35 ever since your match with Cena. So like, you've been failing like hella, and we ain't do nothing to you.
He
So
just lost last Monday.
exact like why was there a need to hemp up Jimmy? What'd Jimmy do? Like, bruh, okay, yeah, Jimmy lost. Okay, I mean, you lost 35 times, my guy. The hell is wrong with you? And for those
It
that don't
just
understand,
boiled down to. It just really boiled down to the point of they just wanted an excuse to whoop Jimmy ass, get him up out the bloodline, and then we got an introduction here. One Tamatonga,
drop the beat.
formerly of God, the Gorillas of Destiny, formerly of Bullet Club.
Y'all niggas don't understand how exciting this was. This was nice to see, bruh. Nah, I thought it was gonna be Jacob, but this nigga Tomo pulled up, cut as hell.
Yeah, he went and showed up in great shape, putting the absolute pause on Jimmy's ass, and then they finished him off and left him out there.
Yeah, they left that nigga for dead, bruh. And then Rikishi out on Twitter saying, "Yeah, nigga, what's up?" Like, bruh, like your son just got hemped up. You got your shouting out Solo. Like, that's crazy, bruh. That's insane, bruh.
I mean, to be fair, it was a son getting hemmed up by another son. Of course, he got hemmed up.
So the man was just like, "Yeah, bruh, put the ones up too." In the tweet, I'm like, bro, this nigga probably dead. You putting the ones up? Oh god, Rikishi got no chill, bro. Rikishi has zero chill, bro. Both Tama and Solo put the ones up. So does Heyman, but then Heyman was like, "Call Roman." Before he can even finish his sentence, to tell Siri to call Roman Reigns. This man Solo took that phone, threw it on the mat, and stomped on it.
Destroyed the phone.
Told that nigga, "Let's go, nigga. We going to the back." And as soon as they got back there, he was telling that nigga, hey, I said, hey, yo. He said, "Listen, this is by orders of the tribal chief." Now we know that ain't Roman. Roman ain't say nothing. Listen, Roman ain't tell this nigga do nothing. So the question is, who gave the order? Was it Solo? Was it Jacob Fatu? Was it?
Say definitively whether Roman sent those orders or not, because all Paul said was he didn't say anything to me. Well, maybe he didn't want to go through you, or maybe there's something amiss. Maybe you didn't get the orders from Roman because Roman didn't give the order. But I thought I just should point that out. They never explicitly said whether Roman did or didn't.
True. True.
I believe I believe he didn't, and this is going to lead to ultimately bloodline civil war, which is going to be awesome to see. Um, then after that, Bailey came out for her celebration. Bailey got the celebration popping, saying how thankful she was, and she got interrupted by Tiffany Stratton. Stratton came out, was like, "Oh, you doing open challenge? So yeah, let's go ahead and get this." She was like, "Nah, I was saying I was giving a title shot to Naomi," which leads
Petty.
to Naomi and Tiff having a match that was actually pretty good, pretty good match, and surprising probably everybody watching and at home. Naomi won.
Yeah, I wanted Tiffany to win, but I get why Naomi won. Mainly off the fact that Bianca and Jade kind of got this like this this glow behind them, so to speak, pun intended for Naomi. They got this glow behind them, and they kind of seem way more like in the forefront, which they are. But like Naomi technically did need something to to boost her up. So I get it. I get the win, but Tiffany will get hers back. She'll get back.
That match, she won. So next Friday, you get Naomi versus Bailey for the WWE Women's Championship.
That's where the get back gonna happen.
Absolutely. After that, they had a squash match, which was Cameron Grimes getting whooped on by Braun Breaker. Good, clean squash match. Ain't really nothing to go off much on here. Like the squash happened, it was a good job. Like that's how you do squash matches. A certain other company that's putting out 15 to 20-minute squashes. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Anywho, squashed them, packed them up, got him out of here. Braun looked like $1 million. He's going to be a superstar. He's going to be a mega star. Dude's going to make that company a lot of money because he's the real deal. Uh, After that match, I don't remember what was next after that. Do you? Oh, I'm
Uh
sorry. What do you have to add to the squash match?
oh, um, I ain't got nothing to say besides that Braun Breaker need new music. That's it.
Yeah, we already went in on that, but yeah,
Yeah,
I agree wholeheartedly. He definitely need more music,
and
new
Cameron
music.
Grimes can. You need to. I don't know what you need to do, but
Go back to NXT.
there you go. All right, there we go. We got a solution for you, bruh. The triple threat match: L.A. Knight, Santos Escobar, and Bobby. Well, me personally, once these triple threat matches were like lined up, I was like, all right, bro, we just gonna get a rematch between L.A. Knight and AJ Styles. And lo and behold, LA Knight wins the first triple threat match, and I was like, all right, this just sets it up for me because I already know they not about to run Ray and LA Knight, or they not about to run Kevin Owens and LA Knight. So like, yeah, nah, I just had the feeling already in my bones that he
And
was,
right was on the wall.
yeah, Ryan was definitely on the wall. But LA Knight gets the dub via the BFT on. Did he hit on Santos? I think he hit on Santos.
Please.
Yeah, I think he hit on Santos. So, yes, his W. Waits to the main event. What happened a little bit after this? Something else that happened. I'm trying to think. Was there something with the tag teams?
The Powerpuff Girls had a match.
Yes, the Powerpuff Girls did have their match. Um,
They squashed Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
yeah, they got them cleaned up in like less
Yeah,
than a minute.
yeah, packed them up real quick.
I'm not sure if they're gonna keep them as a tag team. They might. Um, to like honestly, they might be doing that to like ease ease Jaden.
Yeah,
So I mean, if they do keep them as a tag team, I mean, I'd be fine with it. I mean, they can go get for them tag team titles and do something with that. So I mean, I'm fine with it. But did they do anything with the men's tag team division? I can't remember.
I don't recall.
I think I saw a backstage segment with New Cash Republic and the Profits. But I can't
Oh,
remember
they did outline. They did have. I think they had a match to determine who could face them for the titles.
the face. Oh, Theory and Grayson. Okay. Um,
Or did they?
did they
Wait,
have it?
did they have a match? Or did they, I think they just announced that for next week.
Let me see here.
Because I don't recall them actually having a match.
Yeah, I don't recall that either. Let me scroll back through this right quick. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, nah. Yeah, they ain't have none. So cool. Bet. Logan Paul cuts a promo, talking about his big dub that he had at Mania, which was a big W. Shout out to Logan Paul, by the way. Nigga was just born for this sport. Apparently, it's just him, bro. The best line in his promo was that this is the Logan Paul Levesque era. Like that. Like that. Like it. This is for sure his era. You got that belt on lock, bro. What can we say, bro? What can we say? Fast forward to the main event. We got AJ, Ray, and Kevin Owens. I'm not gonna mention what Kevin Owens does backstage because that'll only lead to another rant. So we're gonna skip over that. These three,
It was just know it was some sucker shit.
yeah, dear God, bro, KOI. But yeah, they showed her great camera work again. Yeah, I'm glad Kevin Dunn gone. KO does his entrance, and yeah, man. Oh, AJ's music, I actually finally listened to it. Not a fan of it at all. I thought it was kind of cool at first when I was kind of hearing it at Mania, but now when I fully listen to it on YouTube, yeah, bro, that music is not it whatsoever.
Where the fuck is Jim Johnston?
Doing nothing right now. He probably just sitting down.
Where the fuck are the CFOs? Like, bring them back. One or the other. Bring both back. Fuck it.
Yeah, the collabs they would have would be crazy, bro. Yeah, these niggas suck. But yeah, this triple threat match was nice. Same like the first one the other night. Like this whole show actually was great. To be honest with you, SmackDown was great. Besides that first part of the show, like SmackDown was real great. Like these matches were fantastic. AJ Styles is just showing you that this nigga, till he like retires, like he's one of the greatest, and he still shows it at his age. I don't even know
Easy.
what was he. Was he
Easy.
46, 45, something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, this nigga gonna be past 50 still balling if he feels like it. Now he did say already on Twitter that every time he gets up out of bed, this nigga in pain. So he said his retirement is gonna be definitely soon. So hey, we will enjoy the AJ Styles era that we got all the way up until his retirement. But that nigga's balling. Him and Ray, they both balling. Like killed it. And the match finish was AJ Styles. Uh, Ray tried to hit a Frankensteiner from the top rope on AJ, but AJ held him and hit him with the Styles Clash on to Kevin Owens, who was laid flat out on the mat. And the way he hit that Styles Clash and then rolled over into a pin, just clean, bro.
That shit, it just levels to this shit, and AJ killed that shit. But overall, great SmackDown. It was a great show. It seemed like it went by so damn fast because it was little to no filler at all on this show. Like everything, any backstage stuff moved storylines forward. Matches made sense. They weren't just matches to be matches, other than the squash matches. And believe it or not, squash matches are needed, bro.
Mm-hmm. Tony Khan.
That's why it's called it. That's why it's called enhancement talent because it's to make this person look good. Everything was just put together really, really well, and I enjoyed SmackDown a great deal. A lot more than I enjoyed Raw for sure, even more so than NXT. So overall, SmackDown was a great show. Looking forward to all three shows next week to see how they move forward with the shit that they've established this week.
For sure. Great show, man. Great show, man. Just fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. We're going to get AJ and LA Knight next week to see who will be facing Cody for the belt. I believe it's going to be AJ getting his revenge, getting his W. And we're going to get AJ and Cody at Backlash in France.
I need to put on that show, and they got the showstopper.
Exactly. Whew. Covered all our tracks. Post Mania week was, let's say, an overall decent 7, for the future. But we will be looking forward to next week, where we will see y'all for Monday Night Raw. With that being said, the MVPs are out.
Out. Peace.
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.